it's good morning.
I think so.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Socially English. It's our first installment. This is very exciting.
It is. It really is. Can't wait. I'm glad to be here.
I am glad to be here as well. Here we are in Sherburne, Minnesota, starting our new talk show, Socially English. So I'm Amanda Larson. You all know me, and we'll be referring to each other by our first names now because we're doing everything crazy.
Preston Price, teacher of Social 9, which is called Civics. I don't know why I said social. I think because of the name of the show. Civics and Western Civ 1 and 2.
Right. So we are going to post a new talk show every single day. That's our hope while we're still here. And we want to keep you updated on what's going on, what is happening in the school while you guys are at home, and what are some things that we can talk about to keep each other engaged. So we're going to jump right in and talk about our families. So I think we have some interview questions for each other so you can get to know us a little bit better, and we hope you enjoy this.
So, you're a teacher. Tell us about teaching.
Oh, teaching. Yeah, so teaching is probably more of a passion than it is a job for me. Am I boring you? But yeah, it's what I do. It's what they pay me for, but I love to teach.
Okay. Why do you think it's important that students know how to spell and do grammar and things like that?
That's a great question. I think it's important for kids to know how to spell so that when they are filling out a job application, they don't look like a dummy, right? And then when they get that job, then they're going to write maybe some emails, and maybe they put on there that, for example, maybe they say, I seen that there was a job opening. Well, right off the bat, we can't say I seen. We have to say I saw that there was a job opening. So you want to just know those basic spelling and grammar things so you appear smart. Yeah.
You mentioned family. What are they doing right now, do you think?
Oh, that's the question. That's the $1 million question today. I think today, it's day one of quarantine too, by the way. We should have mentioned that. This is day one of quarantine time. So I think today, my children, Lucy and Knox, are loving life, right? They're doing their jobs that I put on, they have chore charts now. So they're doing those jobs, and Lucy made pancakes this morning. I think it's going to be a different story when we make our day 20 video. If you ask me that same question, I'll probably say, well, they have been banned to their rooms, and they're allowed no contact because of injuries that we're trying to avoid. So, yeah.
All right. What kind of projects do you have lined up as far as what you want? Obviously, we're not going to put anything out there for a while, but what kind of projects are you thinking about?
Yeah. I'm really hoping that students will go out and, skydive and tell me about the experience.
Right.
Or I suppose some of them will climb a mountain and document some mountain climbing challenges, discoveries, maybe putting a flag on top of the mountain.
Skydiving.
Yeah, things like that. Have you ever done that?
No, but anyone can skydive once without a parachute.
It's true.
If you want to go twice, you'll need one, but once.
Yeah. Well,
you can do it once.
But you'd have to skydive the first time with the parachute in order to do it again.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the kinds of projects I'm looking at right now. So, but it's early in our planning process, so maybe I'll probably come up with some other ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I have
Okay.
for you today.
Great.
I do want to thank our sponsor today. We couldn't do this without the help of our sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead. I guess our first sponsor of the day here is the Merriam-Webster Thesaurus.
Right.
You all know what a thesaurus is, so I'm not going to insult your intelligence.
No.
But there might be some upperclassmen watching this, and so I will insult their intelligence. This is a book
Yeah.
of words.
Yeah, that describe actual words from the dictionary. So lots of synonyms and antonyms in here. Synonym is not to be confused with cinnamon. An antonym is not a bug. It's the opposite of what the word means. And so, of course, since this is our sponsor of the day, we have also then the word of the day, which is
Parable.
parable, yes. And let me just read to you what a parable is. Oh, I forgot my glasses. Parable. Parable. Paradise. No, we're getting
And
there.
of course,
Parable.
it would be parables, not
What?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Cut
So
that out.
parable. I don't think we should. Parable is a story intended to teach a basic truth or moral about life. So it's a perfect segue actually into my only interview question for you
Oh.
then today is, could you tell us a parable, please?
Parable.
Story that teaches us a basic moral lesson of life.
Let's see. We're definitely gonna have to cut on this
I
one.
hate to put you on the spot.
Oh, that was good. It was really good. Normally I have something. I'm a little nervous, but
While he's thinking, couple things we can throw out there for you. The last 2 days at school, you guys were here yesterday morning, and gosh, all the lockers have been emptied, scraped. We scraped your gum out of them, and all the disgusting, I don't know what else was in there. Did you see the stuff we were scraping?
I did not.
What do you people do in the lockers to get goo with things stuck in the goo, and then the goo hardens and we scrape it? Anyway, we did all that, vacuumed everything out, and then every single locker has been disinfected, wiped, sprayed, wiped, disinfected, cleaner than the Eiffel Tower. Is the Eiffel Tower?
Clean as a whistle.
Yeah, there you are, clean as a whistle. So that's what's been happening around here. So, do we have a parable?
Yeah. So a parable. I don't know if you guys even tell stories anymore. If you don't, you're about to, because you're stuck at home. There's a parable of the tortoise and the hare. You may have heard of this
Great
one.
That's a great one, yeah.
Essentially, there was a race between a turtle and a rabbit, and
The turtle being the tortoise.
The tortoise, yes.
The rabbit being the hare.
Right, and
Yep.
we found that out using our thesaurus.
Right.
So they decided to have a race, and the rabbit pulled out ahead because he's faster.
If you've seen the race between Mr. Klima and I, you're catching it. I am the hare in the race.
Right.
Mr. Klima is the tortoise.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. So the rabbit got out to a very, very comfortable lead, decided to take a nap before going across the finish line because he was overconfident, and the turtle just kept on plodding along until it was too late for the rabbit to catch up, and the turtle won the race. So the moral of that story would be to be as fast as you can and don't stop and win the race.
Keep plugging away.
Don't be overconfident.
I struggle with that. I struggle with being overconfident. When we were talking about how we were going to introduce ourselves, I had a lot of adjectives. Beautiful, smart, funny, kind.
Right.
So I don't know that you would all agree with that, I guess. So I think what we really want to let you know today as our day one of quarantine is first we want you to practice social distancing. We are actually, you just we're splicing us in. We're actually 6 feet apart right now.
Right.
So we are doing that. And we also want you to know that it's too quiet here and we miss you guys terribly. So this is our way of getting in contact with you, and we would like feedback. We would like you to post really nice comments about what you're seeing here. We're gonna bring you updates about what's going on Google Classrooms for our classes. And yeah. Do we have any jokes today?
Jokes. Sure. Why did the monkey fall out of the tree?
I got nothing.
Because he died.
That's
You have a
okay.
joke or? Okay.
Oh, mine aren't appropriate.
Oh, okay. Oh, do we want to do our guest?
Oh yeah.
Guest number 1?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, our guests. Yeah, so we have we're gonna have guests on every day, and so today's guest, we're super excited. It's been a little dicey for this guest actually, but yeah, Peyton Anderson is here to join us on our show today. We are so excited. Peyton actually didn't get here yesterday for the last day of school, and so yes, there's his water. So Peyton, tell us why you weren't here yesterday.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, it's the first time. So I'll just fill in. Peyton was having surgery on his knee. As you all know, he had that knee injury, and it looks like
It doesn't look good.
turned out so well. They must have had to amputate.
I don't know. Hopefully.
Okay, well, maybe that's why. So how are you feeling, though?
I mean, he looks like he's
Looks
doing fine.
super happy. Yeah.
He's just nervous a little bit.
Yeah. So if we could all just be super supportive. Thank you so much for being here, Peyton. It's been okay.
Yes.
Yeah. It's good to have him
Social
on.
distancing.
Yes.
He's not.
Yeah. Okay, we'll let you go. So okay. All right. So is there anything else we needed to go over? We have to have another sponsor break. So don't forget, we're sponsored by the Merriam-Webster Thesaurus. We couldn't do this show without them. Well, we've learned so many things from the Thesaurus, because we're not up here using kid words. We are for sure sounding so much more professional, and it is because of the Merriam-Webster Thesaurus. So pick yourself up one of these. I'm telling you, I have never sounded so smart as after I spend a few minutes diving in, to the Merriam-Webster Thesaurus. So, yeah. So, I think that's all we have for today. Day 1 of quarantine. We hope you are all doing fantastic. And like we said, post a comment, and we can't wait to hear from all of you. Anything else?
Bye.
All right. Now we have to watch it.